Welcome to today's broadcast. This is Matthias 76, and together we are Decoding the Deception. We're going to begin today with a question. Do you ever look up and see something similar to this crisscross pattern in the sky? Does it spark any curiosity? Well, first of all, it is required that we put down our phones for just a moment, quit looking at them incessantly, and look up. We need to hop off of the hamster wheel that we usually find ourselves running on, scurrying from here to there, always busy with so many things to do, and we need to look up. And when we look up, what we're going to see on a regular basis, what you will see wherever you live on a regular basis, is a clear blue sky crisscrossed with a pattern similar to this. This is a post-production editorial insert into this video. And the reason for this is that I want to give you time to read what is on the screen. We live in an age in which we are so concerned about the words that are used and what thoughts those words may convey. Many perceive that to be a wonderful thing in this politically correct age. There is a wide variance of opinions on that. And do remember that I am stalling so that you have time to read what is on your screen, because it's very important to understand the rest of this video and the language that is so carefully chosen in this video. A little bit of editing done to fix that, to remove that ugly word at the bottom of the screen from the audio in this video. So I'm done stalling now. If you didn't have time to read it, or you want to think about it some more, then just hit pause and then continue. And they're not contrails. Contrails are condensation from the hot exhaust of jet aircraft and propeller-driven aircraft, but those dissipate rather quickly, almost always, and they do not spread into these clouds. See those clouds forming? They do not spread into those clouds. And if you watch this, if you see it, and you keep looking up, go out and look up again a little while later, you'll see that the whole sky becomes cloudy. These are not contrails. No, these are something known strategic aerosol injections. And many who have looked into it and studied it for years believe that they are dangerous. Well, it is a big spark to my curiosity. Speaking of danger, it's a big spark to my curiosity when the government denies for years that those there. They told us that we didn't see them. They told us that nothing was going on. They denied and denied and denied, and then, only because of a preponderance of evidence and too many people putting down their phones, hopping off the hamster wheel and looking up at the sky and seeing this, finally, they came out and admitted it. Well, they also admitted it because people, through the Freedom of Information Act, began to find information. People were doing research. Here, for example, is a report. It is the history of Project Cirrus, and the Project Cirrus was begun in 1947. This is the final report on it in July 1952, but it talks about how General Electric, on behalf of the government, was modifying the weather. At the time, they called it cloud seeding. They still do cloud seeding, but it was a primitive form of weather modification and weather control. You see, I don't want you to take my word for things. I want you to look into things for yourself. Be curious. Seek answers. Dig in. In the description of this video down below, there will be a link to everything that I show you here so that you can go look, verify for yourself, and hopefully, I encourage you, use that as the launching point for your own investigation to look into this subject of when you do, you'll find things like this. This is a United States patent. It is a United States patent for technology for it is patent number 5,041,834, and it is for, get a load of this, an artificial ionospheric mirror composed of a plasma layer which can be tilted. Yes, there are patents for weather modification. There are many of them. So what we have here is Jim Lee's website, one of Jim Lee's website. It is climateviewer.com, and again, down in the links below, you'll find a link that will take you right here so you can look for yourself. Don't ever just believe something because someone tells you. Look into it for yourself. But this is a page showing countless. We scroll all down. Look at this. You can see how far the scroll bar will go here. Don't you love this? Look at what it says over here. Kill your television. It trains ignorance. Oh, so true. But you will see a list of patents with the year given, scrolling down through the years, technology, patents, processes, and equipment used to modify the weather. It just goes on and on and on and on. And even more, you can go and find companies that advertise. They are in the business of controlling the weather for you, making it rain for you. This is one example. I picked their website because it's the prettiest. It's Australian Rain Technologies, and they are more than happy to tell you about how they can make it rain for you and that they can increase the chance of rain. And here's what they were doing in Oman. Again, the link is down below in the description. Here is another thing that through research and digging people have found. It's the United States military talking about using weather as a weapon. Here, weather as a force multiplier, owning the weather in 2025. The link is in the description below. And here, an operational analysis for Air Force 2025, an application of value-focused thinking to future air and space capabilities. So what I want you to do is think. If they denied for years, and I need to come back to this, they denied for years, it's only been in the past few years that they admitted that they have been modifying the weather, but they tell us that it's for our good. I don't know about you, but I like to think for myself. And when someone lies to me for decades and then has the audacity to tell me that what they were lying about, they were doing for my good and for everyone else's good, well, I like to exercise something called common sense, and common sense tells me not to trust them. Here is the truth. Here is the truth. They've been doing this since 1947, and we haven't gotten to this yet. They are made up of barium, strontium, and aluminum. I want to show you this first. We're going to get to the makeup of. Look at this. This, I believe, is the coup de grace. It's laughable. You can go in the state of Texas and get a permit. You can get a permit for a parade. You can get a permit for a big picnic. You can get a permit for a protest, and you can get a permit for weather modification. Here's the website, and again, the description is in the link down below. But you can go down to the courthouse and get a permit to modify the weather. It's just simply amazing. And I want to make sure and give credit where credit is due. I learned about this from Mike Morales, who's awesome on information about the weather and weather modification, as is Jim Lee. His YouTube channel is listed in the links down below. He'll show you on a daily basis the things that are being done to modify your weather each and every day. We talked about the health implications of this process. Here's an article, another great website, Natural News. It's put out by the Health Ranger, Mike Adams. You might have heard of him. Wonderful source of information. But this is an article on and how they adversely affect your health, talking about the fact that they're made up of aluminum nanoparticles and barium. And what barium does, it makes it very difficult to breathe, among other things. There is something known as flu. Now they're coming up with another name for it to try to hide and obfuscate what's really going on and the impact of what it is that they are doing. So what I call on you to do is to think. Spend some time thinking. You know, we don't think much. We don't think much. We spend far too much time being entertained, being distracted. We don't really think. We consume information, but it's information that's packaged, shaped, molded, given a message, and presented to us. That is not thinking. That is consuming. I encourage you to think. If they have been modifying the weather since 1947, and if they have been denying it, or they did deny it for the longest time, and if you go out and you look up and you see the sky and you see what is going on, then ask yourself some questions. These are questions that I think are good for all of us. Ask yourself the question, why? Why would I trust them? They've lied about so many things. We have been deceived in this country, and we just take it for granted and move on. We have been deceived about so many things. They lied to us about Operation Paperclip. They lied about MK Ultra. They lied about the Gulf of Tonkin. They lied about the U.S. Maine. That is just a short list of all the things that can be listed off. But back to the why would we trust them? What are they really doing? What are the costs? And I'm talking about costs to human health, impact on our environment and the well-being of all people. What are the effects on our health when they're dosing us regularly, bombarding us with aluminum, barium, and other things? So the last question is, what are you going to do? Well, here's my advice. It's what I try to practice for myself. Get educated. All of the websites and the information that I have shown you, the links are down below. Look into it for yourself. Examine it for yourself. Ask questions. And more than asking questions, embrace questions. We somehow have gotten out of the habit, the practice of thinking, and we need to think. Thinking takes effort. We need to step away from the constant distraction and entertainment with which they keep us looking in a different direction while they go on doing what they want. Don't just consume information. Dig in and think. And finally, be like this guy. He's looking out through that window and he's wondering what's going on out there. He's curious. Get curious. It is a wonderful thing. It is a powerful attribute of our human nature. Be curious and ask. And ask. They've been deceiving us for so long. They've been deceiving us for so long. How deep does the deception go? If I start to dig, what else might I find? And to that end, so that you can dig deeper, go to our website and please do check it out. We have put a tremendous amount of time and effort into preparing this. It's more than a website. We think it is a resource. It is a go-to place to do investigation, to dig in deep, and to get educated. You can find out about us and what it is we're trying to do. There, you can support us. But this is the heart of what we've put together here, is this research tab. We've got a list of books, links to Amazon. You can get them, recommended reading and descriptions of those books. We've got useful websites. We'll go there. Useful websites. Some of these are websites that we took you to today. Here is the Climate Viewer website. It's a link. You can click it. Natural news, many more. But finally, this is the heart and center of what we have prepared here on our website. It is our knowledge base. And here you can go. We have pulled together 262 YouTube videos thus far. 262 YouTube videos that inform and enlighten, and we've got them categorized, and you can search this. You can go and scroll down through and see the different topics and click on them, and they will expand, and you can look at those videos. But you can also, up here at the top in the search function, and here today, to illustrate, I'm just going to type weather. And all of these videos pop up. And when you pick one, it'll open up right here in the website, and you can begin to watch. And finally, again, look up. Take a look at the sky. See for yourself. Get curious. And dig in. That concludes our broadcast for today. We invite you to visit our webpage. We don't want to let the social media technocrats keep us apart. YouTube can shut us down at any time. We have a plan to keep in touch. We need your email address to make that work. We promise we will not email you for any other purpose. In order to make this broadcast work, we need your support. You can go to our support page on our website, or you can use the links below to either Patreon or PayPal. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give us a like, and if you like it, please consider sharing this video with someone else. We would love it if you would subscribe, and if you subscribe, make sure and click that bell so that you're notified when we put out new videos. We love to hear from you, so down below in the comments section, let us know what you think. This is Matthias 76. Together, we are decoding the deception. God bless and have a great day.